Howdy folks, I was having a little bit of trouble getting this thing to work, but now it's working, so that's all pretty exciting. So welcome to my Coffee and Croon, the studio edition, where basically I'm previewing the song that I'm going to be recording in the studio today. So this song, I have The Least of All Possible Worlds, and the reason it's called that is because I was thinking about the idea that alternate realities manifest through choices. So there's some people who believe that just one choice will mean that your existence that you perceive will go on, but another reality will split off, which was the opposite of that choice. So, for instance, you decided to have tea in the morning instead of coffee. Well, there's a version of you that chose not to have tea, etc., etc. And I was thinking about, what about these climactic choices that we make that lead to us becoming, someone perhaps more celebrated or less celebrated. And I was thinking, so there is a reality where that continues, where this person is a abject failure, and etc., etc. And I was thinking, I'd like to write a song from that perspective, because sometimes I feel that I'm not quite living up to my potential, even though I'm trying my darndest. There is another version of me that is kind of celebrated a lot more than I am. So I thought, look, I'll write a song from that perspective. Now, because this is a studio project, look, I've got a little comment there. Very true, yes. I mean, it's such an interesting thing, isn't it? Just to think about these kind of DVDs, and, quantum physics talks about, potential and the collapse of waves as soon as they're observed and all this kind of thing. Look, it's an interesting thought experiment at the very least. So, and an interesting topic for a song. So what I'm going to do is, because I haven't really quite nutted out the structure of this song, so I can't really play it as I imagine it's going to be recorded. I'll have to kind of do that on the computer and probably think about how I'm going to structure it. I'll play you, there's 3 parts that I've worked out, so I'll play you those 3 parts in a row, and then I'll get on to recording. So here we go. The Least of All Possible Worlds. Are we shadows of another life, merely echoes of a greater love? Is this life I lead a fragment, a long-forgotten seed of a greater tree? So here we are in the second part. Who knows what fears from another life I still keep near from another life? Who knows what fears from another life I must still entertain from another life? I have my doubts. Am I alone and falling? Sometimes it feels pointless. Sometimes I'm recalling the strangest songs, music I've never heard, that I've always known. sung in a voice just like my own. So yeah, I imagine it will repeat and develop and all that kind of stuff. It's an interesting idea, and I think what's interesting about this is that it kind of hangs around the same key, but the lyrics kind of come in different parts, so it sort of reflects that that alternateness. You know, you have the words starting and later in the phrase for the third part, etc., etc. So it's a cool thing to ponder, and hopefully it sparks some ideas in you. Thank you for tuning in. Just mention the links to my community, which you'll find in the description of the video, and also the links to my rewards page if you'd like to throw a tip in my tip hat. That's on the description of my Periscope persona. So yeah, just copy and paste that into and you'll be able to see all the different rewards that you can pick up, or just throw a few dollars using PayPal Me. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks if you're tuning in later and watching this on YouTube. Yeah, so if you want to hear the results for this, you'll have to find me on Facebook, because next Tuesday I will sing a song, and I will also I will play the studio results for this that I'm going to now get into. So thank you so much for tuning in and having a listen, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye y'all.